Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Will entitled Hope, who is assaulting her own mother, accept Deacon's dubious business deal? According to teasers on the Bold and Beautiful, Hope Logan continues to place blame on Brooke and Carter while denying any involvement in the demise of her fashion brand. Deacon's enigmatic offer might take advantage of her weakness. Deacon makes a mysterious offer that could change everything, but Hope denies to accept blame. As the fashion designer continues to live in denial about her involvement in the hope for the future scandal, Hope Logan's downward spiral continues. Deacon Sharp is prepared to intervene in the meantime with a proposal that might either save his daughter or put her in further danger. The game of Hope's blame intensifies. One thing becomes painfully obvious when Hope Logan, who lost her fashion brand, turns up at Il Giardino. She is still blaming everyone but herself. Deacon Sharp was worried about his daughter's mental health just before she arrived, telling his wife Sheila Carter Sharp that Hope has no purpose without her fashion line. Hope is intensifying her efforts to place the blame for all that has gone wrong on Carter Walton and her mother Brooke Logan rather than critically examining her own behavior that led to her demise. Her current state of mind, lost, resentful, and frantically looking for someone else to blame for her misfortunes, is reflected in her inability to take any responsibility for her career failure. The once principled and upbeat Hope that we previously knew appears to have entirely disappeared, to be replaced by someone who is unable to acknowledge the ways in which her own behavior has led to her current situation. Her protective demeanor betrays the extent to which she is finding it difficult to cope with the loss of her sense of self and purpose in her work. The mysterious proposal of Deacon. Deacon will provide Hope with an opportunity in tomorrow's episode that might lead her in a different route. Deacon made it clear that Hope's fashion line was her goal, therefore it's possible that his suggestion will influence her next professional step. What will be included in this offer? Is it possible that Deacon wants Hope to create new outfits for the employees of Il Giardino? For a former fashion designer, that looks like a small-scale endeavor. Even more intriguing is the possibility that Deacon may introduce Hope to the same shadowy businessman who assisted him in purchasing the restaurant, connections that the spoilers imply weren't quite legal. The most intriguing possibility? In order to give Hope total creative control and remove her from the Forresters, Deacon might suggest that she start her own fashion brand. Although this would be just what Hope needs, we must question whether Deacon's dubious business associates would be involved and what conditions might be placed on such a chance. Bitter and vulnerable, a perilous combination. Hope is especially susceptible to whatever Deacon suggests because of her current emotional state. Even if Deacon has the best of intentions for his daughter, she is vulnerable to manipulation because she feels deceived by her mother and Carter. Hope may be open to accepting proposals that she would have previously turned down out of resentment and a desperate attempt to reclaim what she has lost. She is in a risky mentality where she is more concerned with assigning blame than making wise choices since she won't accept any personal accountability for her career collapse. Will Hope agree to whatever Deacon suggests? If she does, will this be the start of her career comeback or will it lead her in a more sinister direction? There is little doubt that Hope's future in Los Angeles may be negatively impacted by her next decision because she is in such a vulnerable and bitter state. Something completely crazy is about to happen with Brooke Logan. Naturally, Brooke Logan is on our minds because it appears that she may be traveling to Italy shortly. That's not because she wants to go shopping, but rather because she is aware that Ridge Forrester will marry Taylor Hayes while they are traveling abroad. Ridge has made the decision to live out the remainder of his days with Taylor Hayes, as many B&B fans are aware. That's how he feels at the moment, anyway. This is all a part of the cycle that Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke have been in since their love triangle started many decades ago, given their past. Ridge is a man who simply cannot determine whether he wants to live his entire life between Taylor and Brooke. Additionally, rumors for the Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Brooke will travel to Italy at the same time as Ridge will formally announce his relationship with Taylor, even though he may have decided to be with her at the moment. According to previews for the Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge will sneak into Brooke's bed behind Taylor's back before anybody realizes it. The job swap revenge plot by Hope and Liam against Bill and Steffy. According to teasers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan and Liam Spencer may carry out the ultimate vengeance plan by switching careers. Liam will work with the Forresters, while Hope will join Bill at Spencer Publications, resulting in the ideal combination of professional retaliation and family conflict. Hope and Liam's final plan of revenge, job swap shocker, may change Bill and Steffy's lives. Following Liam's dramatic departure from Spencer Publications, revealing career moves are in the works. Turning the tables entirely is sometimes the best kind of retaliation, rather than merely getting even. Following Liam Spencer's abrupt resignation from Spencer Publications following that intense altercation with Bill Spencer on April 2nd, an intriguing possibility has surfaced that has the potential to rock Los Angeles. What if Liam and Hope Logan carried out the ultimate vengeance scheme, including a career swap? A disclosure between a father and a son. Since Bill and Liam have been at odds for weeks, let's face it. Regarding his father's contribution to Luna Nozawa's release from prison, Liam was ecstatic. Liam responded to Bill's dismissal of his worries, saying it was none of his business, with the indisputable fact that everyone's safety is in jeopardy while Luna is free. Bill appeared prepared to fire his son immediately after the disagreement got out of hand. However, in typical dramatic form, Liam left before Bill could drop the axe, so he didn't give him the satisfaction he wanted. That expression on Bill's face? Invaluable. Crossroads of professional hope. Hope, meantime, finds herself at a crossroads in her career. She acknowledged that her mother's treachery still hurts, even if she and Brooke Logan have reconciled. Furthermore, it doesn't exactly seem enticing to go back to Forrester Creations at this time. According to Hope, the bridges at Forrester may not have merely been burned, but have been totally destroyed. Hope needs a new beginning somewhere else after everything that has transpired with Steffy Forrester and the business. Where, though? A career swap is the best revenge strategy. Things start to get very interesting at this point. What would happen if Hope chose to take Spencer Publications' vacancy? What if Liam went to Forrester Creations with his skills? What the ideal revenge story? Imagine that Hope works with Bill, who has ties to both her mother and the Forresters. She would be in a prime position to retaliate against Steffy and have insider access to a significant corporation. Furthermore, Hope joining Bill's company would undoubtedly count as a brave move, which Bill respects. The most outrageous twist is this: what if Hope and Bill's professional respect developed into anything more? Were romantic sparks indeed visible between them? It would be the decade's biggest soap opera controversy. Forrester with Liam, the ideal counterattack. Liam may also work well with Katie Logan and Will Spencer in the PR and marketing division of Forrester Creations. Imagine Bill's reaction when he learns that his kid is employed by his long-standing competitors. The man would definitely lose it. This change also has practical benefits. Liam's protecting presence would undoubtedly be appreciated by Katie, particularly in light of Luna's attempt to approach Will. The three of them, mother, son, and uncle, could put up a unified front against any plans Luna may still have. The time that it all was calculated. Liam and Hope don't have to make their job decisions too quickly. When the time is right, they might attack after taking their time and weighing their options. However, the circumstances appear to be favorable for this grand retribution plan. Just consider it, both would help them find new jobs and provide the ideal retribution to those who have harmed them. Steffy would have to accept the fact that Hope now had Spencer resources at her disposal, while Bill would have to deal with the daily reminder that his son had chosen the Forresters over him. In this situation, the professional becomes intensely personal, with Hope and Liam both in a position to use their positions of authority to further their careers and fulfill their desire for justice. Will they really go ahead and make this drastic change in employment? Time will tell, but one thing is certain: if they do, the consequences will be utterly devastating. Bill pushes Liam over the edge, the Deacon offers Hope. According to Thursday, April 3rd spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon Sharp has a proposal for Hope Logan, and Bill Spencer will push Liam Spencer over the line. Liam and Bill's confrontation has already begun to heat up inside the Spencer estate. Bill threatened to fire Liam if he didn't comply since Liam doesn't agree with the way he handled things with Luna Nozawa. In response, Liam resigned from his position, which will further intensify the tension in Thursday's B&B episode. Bill will not be pleased with Liam's daring defiance of him because he prefers to feel in charge of everything. The altercation between Liam and Bill is going to get worse, but how bad will it go? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill will drive a furious Liam over the edge, but what does that actually mean? It's important to remember that someone on canvas is experiencing a medical emergency before the end of the week. There's a danger Liam could pass out from heart agony during this battle because it appears that Dr. Grace Buckingham will be seeing a new cardiology patient shortly. Stay tuned for updates on all the drama, as Bill and Liam's animosity will undoubtedly lead to some intense moments. Hope, who has lost her job when Steffy Forrester fired her from Forrester Creations, will receive a proposal from Deacon in the interim. Deacon has already volunteered to be Hope's rock, but on Thursday's show, he might go above and beyond for her. Is it possible that Deacon will eventually offer Hope a job at Il Giardino, at least until she decides how to live her life? Although it's clear that working there isn't Hope's ideal employment, she might accept a position of some kind as she attempts to decide what to do next. In any case, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon will give Hope some motivation and make some optimistic predictions about her future, so pay attention. Bill threatens to fire Liam, so he quits his job. According to Wednesday, April 2's recap of The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer resigned from his position when Bill Spencer threatened to fire him. Here's how Wednesday's B&B drama unfolded because Will Spencer also received some unsettling news. Liam attacked Bill at the Spencer mansion for orchestrating Luna Nozawa's release from prison and sending a madman after them. Liam was furious that Bill had overlooked Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, in all of this. Liam had a lot to say, but Bill vehemently attempted to end the argument. Liam refused to accept his father's behavior toward Luna when he discussed how different they were and how careless Bill was being. Since Liam was employed by Bill, he was required to follow his instructions. As he announced his resignation, Liam imagined Bill was threatening to dismiss him and said, "That would be tough." Sheila Sharp joined Deacon Sharp at the restaurant and listened to his worries about Hope Logan after Luna thought it would be best to speak with Electra Forrester alone. Luna was warned to avoid Electra and Will as a result of Electra's ability to defend herself. Electra maintained that Will had no interest in Luna, and if that were true, she questioned why his envious girlfriend was bothering her. Luna emphasized that Will's father had given her the freedom to do as she pleased. Electra shoved Luna because she wanted her to keep her distance in the interim, even though she had predicted that Luna would eventually return to prison. Luna warned Electra not to touch her ever again, and her eyes darkened. When Electra finally restated that Will didn't want to interact with Luna, Luna murmured that they will discuss it after she was by herself. Will confided in Katie Logan, Heather Tom, in the Forrester design office that he and Electra were at odds over whether to move their relationship forward. In addition, Will updated Katie on his previous run-in with Luna and startled her by telling her that Luna had cheated on him. Will promised Electra that they would wait until she was prepared to proceed when they next met. Will was concerned when Electra finally acknowledged that she had confronted Luna and told her to keep away. She told Sheila about her confrontation with Electra, including how Electra shoved her, after returning to Luna. Luna said it was fortunate that Electra departed when she did, even though she hadn't yet taken any action to avenge her actions. Hope got into another fight with Brooke Logan at her house because she believed that her mother and Carter Walton had betrayed her to the Forresters. Brooke pretended to be able to persuade Ridge Forrester to allow Hope to rejoin the firm, but Hope didn't believe it and didn't appreciate that her mother was always focused on Ridge. Hope was once again persuaded by Brooke to see that her actions in relation to the takeover were incorrect, particularly now that Carter had realized the truth. Hope, however, felt she needed a breather and went to Il Giardino, where Deacon pulled her into an embrace and assured her she could rely on him. According to teasers for the upcoming episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon will continue to be a pillar of support for Hope, so keep an eye out. Sheila and Luna's vengeance palooza is unintentionally started by the Deacon. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon Sharp issues an ultimatum to Sheila Carter, his murderous wife, regarding her newly discovered, murderous granddaughter, Luna Nozawa. Deacon wants Sheila to choose between him and her daughter because he cannot forgive Luna for killing 2 of his workers. Lying, Sheila claims that she will always pick him. Her response is the epitome of get up with fleas and lay down with dogs. Deacon is going to get bitten. The dishonest wife bit the deacon. Sheila almost passed out with pride when Luna revealed that she was her grandmother. They grew close right away, and they even had an odd lip kiss. Even though Luna is not Sheila's only grandchild, she is the closest thing to a miniature version of herself, and no matter what she tells Deacon, she will never give up this wonderful kinship. Sheila Carter's ecstatic feelings for Luna Nozawa. After Sheila and Luna attempted to murder Finn Finnegan's wife Steffy Forrester, Finn is currently prohibited from seeing his mother and daughter. We believe that Sheila and Luna will soon be up to no good, so this won't last. Sheila and Luna are soon discussing their evil actions and enjoying the fact that they have enemies in common, especially Steffy Forrester. Deacon's world was upended. After her loved ones rejected her, Sheila is not only adamant about dating Luna and Finn, but she is also arranging for her to live in an apartment. We believe that when they meet behind Deacon's back, they will cooperate to pull Finn away from Steffy. According to next week's teasers, Steffy and Finn establish ground rules, instructing him to avoid both murderous women. Luna and Sheila sabotage Steffy. However, Sheila tries to lessen Steffy's influence over Finn, and Finn will find it difficult to reject Luna. Obstruction. We don't think Deacon Sharp will waste time ending things with Sheila, who hasn't changed at all, since he knows that something is wrong. Will Luna and Sheila go on a furious retribution rampage after Deacon rejects them, making all of their adversaries fair game? When Deacon betrays her, Sheila has nothing left to lose because she believed she had found genuine love and salvation with him. Is Italy the future of Hope? After losing everything, Hope Logan of the Bold and the Beautiful feels hopeless right now, but is her future truly as dire as it seems? A whole new world awaiting Hope. The past 2 years have been rather crazy for Hope Logan. Her marriage to Liam Spencer was effectively blown up when she suddenly developed a passion for Thomas Forrester and kissed him in front of the Roman Colosseum. But when Hope refused to marry him, Thomas became irate and left for Paris, where he fell in love with Paris Buckingham. When Hope pursued John Finn Finnegan and lost his friendship, she briefly appeared to go insane. She lost her mother's esteem as a result of stealing Forrester creations. Hope's relationship with Carter Walton also ended badly, so what does she actually need and want? After all, is she merely awaiting Thomas? What does Rome have to offer the brave and the beautiful? It's likely that the soap opera will return to Italy in the near future, since there are speculations that the company is looking for potential locations there. Could Hope wind up in Italy with her father and beloved stepmother? Sheila Carter and Deacon Sharp frequently discuss visiting that country. If that's the case, could she possibly meet Thomas in Italy, where their brief affair started? There is a lot more to be said about Hope and Thomas because they were never able to find true closure. Furthermore, given that Hope briefly took his family's business, one would assume that Thomas had a grudge against her. Italy serves as the backdrop for their initial kiss and the beginning of their intense romance, so we can see them working this out. Perhaps Hope's recent problems were all an attempt to reunite with Thomas, a figure that the painting really needed. Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, the person who initially ended their relationship, will send Hope to hell if she ever gets back together with Thomas. Steffy may want to reconsider her belief that her brother is no longer under the influence of Hope Logan. A whole new world awaiting Hope. The past 2 years have been rather crazy for Hope Logan. Her marriage to Liam Spencer was effectively blown up when she suddenly developed a passion for Thomas Forrester and kissed him in front of the Roman Colosseum. But when Hope refused to marry him, Thomas became irate and left for Paris, where he fell in love with Paris Buckingham. When Hope pursued John Finn Finnegan and lost his friendship, she briefly appeared to go insane. She lost her mother's esteem as a result of stealing Forrester creations. What does Hope actually need and want, given that her relationship with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, also ended badly? After all, is she merely awaiting Thomas? What does Rome have to offer the brave and the beautiful? It's likely that the soap opera will return to Italy in the near future, since there are speculations that the company is looking for potential locations there. Could Hope wind up in Italy with her father and beloved stepmother? Sheila Carter and Deacon Sharp frequently discuss visiting that country. If that's the case, could she possibly meet Thomas in Italy, where their brief affair started? There is a lot more to be said about Hope and Thomas because they were never able to find true closure. Furthermore, given that Hope briefly took his family's business, one would assume that Thomas had a grudge against her. Italy serves as the backdrop for their initial kiss and the beginning of their intense romance, so we can see them working this out. Perhaps Hope's recent problems were all an attempt to reunite with Thomas, a figure that the painting really needed. Steffy Forrester Finnegan, the person who first caused their breakup, will pay a heavy price if Hope and Thomas do end up getting back together. Steffy may want to reconsider her belief that her brother is no longer under the influence of Hope Logan. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy abuse of Finn. Many devoted watchers of the program actually think that Steffy is being blatantly abusive to Finn. She never stops telling him how to feel, what to do, and who he can and cannot see. According to the most recent episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy made it obvious that she bans Finn from ever seeing his biological daughter, Luna, thus it appears like the issue is only getting worse. Even while there is no denying that Luna is a highly dangerous person, shouldn't Finn be able to decide that for himself? His mother is not Steffy. Needless to say, the way this plot is being developed has been greatly influenced by the internet. No spouse should ever tell their partner that they cannot see a child, sibling, or parent, some have even said in their comments. I believe it is very reasonable to state that they are unable to visit your home. It's quite reasonable to suggest that you would never want to see or be around them. However, telling your spouse that they are unable to see a family member just seems improper and controlling. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, what will happen to Finn next? A different reviewer commented, "This scene was nauseating. I've had enough of seeing my son Finn handled as though his opinions and feelings are unimportant, especially in a scenario that impacts him as well as his wife, who was once again speaking for him. There are moments when I wish I could teleport out of my computer screen to remind Steffy that Finn is her husband, not her child, and that he is also an adult who is capable of speaking for himself." Additionally, this comment was made, "Why is Taylor present throughout this conversation? Finn is a grown guy, in my opinion. Furthermore, he should choose, on his own, who he wants to communicate to or form relationships with. It is said that he is more intelligent than Steffy. He is a doctor who has some brain cells that are in operation. It is inappropriate for his MIL to be involved in their marital relations.